Today's reading is Psalms 4. Hear me when I call, O God of my righteousness. Thou hast enlarged me when I was in distress. Have mercy upon me and hear my prayer. O ye sons of men, how long will ye turn my glory into shame? How long will ye love vanity and seek after leasing? Selah. But know that the Lord has set apart him that is godly for himself. The Lord will hear when I call unto him. Stand in awe and sin not. Commune with your heart upon your bed and be still. Selah. For the sacrifice of the righteous, and put your trust in the Lord. There be many that say, Who will show us any good? Lord, lift thou up the light of thy countenance upon us. Thou hast put gladness in my heart, more than in the time that their corn and their wine increased. I will both lay me down in peace and sleep, for thou, O Lord, only makest me dwell in safety. The key word is God's safety, and assurance, and peace, and knowing that God is with us. Let's do a recap of what we just read from Psalms 4, verse by verse. Hear me when I call, O God, whose God is righteous, perfect. Will enlarge me with the distress. When we are distressed, worried, fear, we cry unto him to give us that peace and understanding of what's going on. In this time, many of people are fearful and don't know what's going on. There's a lot of stress that's come upon us. We must go to him in their time of stress. Oh, sons of men, how long will you turn the glory to shame? A lot of people are ashamed of being associated with Christ in anything to stand up for what is right. Seeking after the world, David says, don't be seeking after this world, these things of this world, but to seek God. But no, they set apart himself those who are godly, called to him. There's one day we be all united with Christ, those who called his own, who take us out of this world. Commune our heart, knowing that God is with us. We stand in awe of how awesome a God we are. We knowing our fear for God, that we would not sin and be obedient to him. Our sacrifice is righteous because we put our trust in the Lord. It says, put our trust in the Lord. We understand, where is God at? Where is God? He is right with us every step of the way. His countenance is right with us, as David says. Put gladness in my heart. A time, the corn increase. God shall provide your needs. When things get tough, when things get hard, when troublesome times come, you know that God will provide. In David's last verse, verse 8, I lay me down in peace and sleep. For thou, O Lord, makes me dwell in safety. When you go to bed at night, you know that God's hand of protection is over it, no matter what's happening in this world around us. There's a lot of things that's happening around us that we have no control over. And it can be very scary what's going on with this virus and many other things that's going on around the world. But we don't have to fear. We know that we can have peace in mind that God's watching us every step of the way. And our safety is in God, in his place, in his will. Men say they will keep you safe. Only God is the one that can keep you safe. Trust God. Know his word. And know exactly that no matter what you're going through, that he is with you every step of the way. Just take this time. Read some Psalms. And look and see the goodness of God and what he has for you. David was a time of stress. And in a time of stress, he trusted in God. And I hope that you can trust God also, knowing that God is with us and our safe place is in God.